The stress reduction, best mobile apps for tax season. Plus one last lucky winner of Pix11's Got Mike and You. Will you win a free year of unlimited metro?
They're weak, impractical, and unintelligent. Because of that, women have secured shorter working hours in the Mueller v. Oregon case, argued by Louis Brandeis.
On the subject of women, garment manufacturing has improved for the employees. For starters, the workplace has moved from dark and dingy tenement rooms, like in Jacob Riis's How the Other Half Lives, to large loft buildings in lower Manhattan. Thousands of young women, Jewish—
Hold up! Now receiving breaking news. We've just been informed that a fire has broken out in lower Manhattan at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory.
We have heard reports of multiple casualties, and there seems to be women jumping to escape the fire, resulting in death.
Wait, we have footage? Really? Okay, cutting to some footage live from the scene right now.
At this time, we are estimating upwards of 140 deaths in the fire.
There are girls as young as 13 who worked in the building prior to the incident.
That's all we have for now. Stay tuned.
It's been 11 days since the tragic fire at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, and today people in the Workers' Union have organized a march on New York's Fifth Avenue to protest poor working conditions in factories.
The turnout for the event is spectacular, with over 80,000 people reportedly joining in the movement.
It has been one of the largest recorded marches in U.S. history and will undoubtedly have a profound impact on labor laws.
Today marks 2 years since the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. In that time, we have seen many improvements in working conditions.
In 1912, some of the most important legislation passed includes prohibiting work for women until 4 weeks after childbirth, requiring children to pass a physical examination before working, and requiring automatic sprinklers and other fire prevention methods in factories.
So far this year, laws have been passed requiring fire escapes and exits, prohibiting children under 14 from working, setting a standard for ventilation and cleanliness, and reorganizing the Labor Department.
Good morning, America. We come to you today with some tragic news.
Yesterday there was a massacre at the Colorado Fuel and Iron Industry in Ludlow. It started a few months ago when the miners at the company went on strike.
The strikers were looking for an 8-hour workday, better safety precautions, and the removal of armed guards. The strike recently became violent when the company, owned by the Rockefeller family, refused to negotiate with the striking workers.
Yesterday, strikebreakers and National Guardsmen fired on the workers, killing 11 children and 2 women.
All right, we did it. We're getting good at not giggling.
Here we are. Good morning, America. We're here today to talk about the progress that's been made since the Ludlow massacre this past spring.
The major 3 laws are increased sanitation requirements in all factories, limitation of women's working hours from 54 hours a week, and reduction of 14 to 16-year-old children's hours from 54 hours to 48 hours a week, with the addition that they cannot work past 6 and can't work more than 8 hours a day.
These new laws might seem progressive, but in comparison to the report by the Industrial Relations Commission, they're unsatisfactory.
The IRC decided that violent class conflict could only be avoided by passing radical legislation, such as restricting monopolies, protecting the rights of workers to organize, and even redistributing the wealth through taxation.
If you're not a fan of these ideas, no worries. The report fell on deaf ears, and none of it went into legislation.
Wanted to build off of in Chicago. Now he's on his way to OKC along with Doug McDermott.
And we're rolling!
Are you ready, Julianne? Shirtwaist Factory.
We have heard reports of multiple casualties, and there seems to be women jumping to escape the fire. We have heard reports of multiple casualties, and there seems to be women jumping to escape the fire, resulting in death. I can't laugh.
Wait.
Good morning, America. We come to you today with some tragic news.
Be a little louder. I really don't want to stick this in my ear.
Let me put my hat back on. You idiot. Yeah.
You look so funny.
I always like wanting to legislation.
Good job.
Alright,
Snow.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, Fifth Avenue to protest poor working conditions in factories.
Fucking ad.
That was really
Oh,
nice.
sorry. Have you turned the camera off yet?
No.
Oh. It's a lot of cutting.